Good afternoon. Um, my name is Sue, and once more, I'm going to cover a video that I have done a little bit out of my style. There's been a lot of gun violence. Nobody wants gun violence. Nobody wants to die and be shot. But there's just no easy solution. So I went to the Greenfield Commons today. Greenfield, Massachusetts, population about 20,000, small little New England town. And they have always had protests peaceful at the town common. Today was nothing else. It was just a normal. They were all dressed in orange shirts. They carried banners that said, "Why do we wear orange on National Gun Violence Awareness Day? Orange is bright, bold in color that demands to be seen. Orange is what hunters wear in the woods to protect themselves from others that may cause harm. Orange expresses our collective hope as a nation, a hope for a future free from gun violence. Orange is the color that Hadia Pendleton's friends wore in her honor on her birthday after she was shot and killed in Chicago at the age of 15, just 1 week after performing at President Obama's second inauguration parade in 2013. We wear orange to honor the more than 100 lives cut short and the hundreds that are injured by gun violence each and every day in America. We wear orange for the 7 children and teens aged 19 or under who are killed with guns in the United States on an average day. We wear orange to demand action. For more information, go to act.everytown.org, momsdemandaction.org, or besmartforkids.org. All organizations have information. I interviewed the people. They're advocates, but, well, let's see what you think about their interview. I was able to interview a few people. Thank you. Okay. Hi, can I have your first name?
Joanne.
Joanne, why are you doing, what do you think you can do to fix this?
Well, I'm hoping that people understand that it's not a political issue, but something that we all care about is our children and our fellow Americans. And
Do you have any suggestions?
I do.
Go ahead.
I mean, I feel like we need to pass some legislation that protects our rights as humans to live.
Okay.
So that's a hard thing to do, I realize,
It is.
but
We all agree
but
so far.
we can't lose hope, and we do not want children to be unsafe.
So what do
going
you
to school.
propose for the students at the schools?
Wow, that is, a really difficult question. For me personally, I notice all the mass shootings are done with assault weapons, sometimes in the hands of some very young, troubled people. And so I think that you shouldn't be able to purchase an AK assault weapon when you're 18 years old and you can't even buy a package of cigarettes or a beer. So those are my thoughts.
Okay, well, he's running. There. Good. Here's the Greenfield protesters. They're for trying to end gun violence. Good luck. What's your name, sir? First name?
Don.
Hi, Don. What do you suggest that they do? Do you have any suggestions?
Uh, well, let's think about this now. First of all, maybe get new people in Congress to actually do something. That's the first thing I could think of. Second thing is, I don't know if does the state have the ability to pass gun control laws or laws about background checks, for instance. I don't know. Do they? Let's find out.
Do you have any suggestions for schoolhouses to make them safer?
Well, they have to be more secured than they are now, that's for sure.
That's sad. Thank you very much for your time. Can I have your name?
Yeah, Beth Schmidt.
And I'm looking for suggestions.
Suggestions.
Like, what could they do?
I just think that within the next 2 weeks, they are going to have to work with congressmen the best they can. We have to start somewhere.
Okay.
And if we don't start somewhere, this is what we've been doing for 20 years, not getting anything done. Start somewhere. People can have guns, but you can't have these kind of guns available for people to get into schools and hospitals and churches and synagogues. We have to start.
I agree. I'm very sorry. Thank you. There you go. Can I ask you a couple of questions?
Sure.
I'm looking for suggestions. What do you think they should do?
Oh, well, there's so many things they should do. You know, it'd be nice to get rid of the Second Amendment, but I know that's really not an option. The fact that people have misinterpreted it and see it as a way to just own guns as opposed to being in a group to defend the country is not what the amendment meant to say. And so it's very disturbing that we still have that amendment. I'd also just like to see, all the rules changed, and they're just absurd. And the scary thing is that, they're in the states where they love guns, that's where the rules are the most lax and the most difficult to change.
Do you think Massachusetts has good laws?
It has better laws than many parts of the state, and many other states in the country.
It does.
I'm sure we can do better.
God willing. Thank you very much.
For coming out.
I am extremely, as you can guess, I am very much for non-gun violence. I have 4 grandchildren that are still in school,
Yes.
and we all work, we all go to church.
That's right. We really do need to feel safe. Everybody, the kids, the teachers.
Do you have any suggestions?
Well, actually, my suggestion is that police and military people are the people who handle big guns, and that it's absolutely not allowed otherwise. My first suggestion would be a very long background check. Long and extensive, but I think as long as guns are currency for gangs and money is to be made up high, we're in a tough spot because it's about money.
Yeah. I am, what would you suggest schools do in the meantime?
Well, I know that from Greenfield schools, when our son was in them, we were a part of the school system when it changed over to the doors were locked and cameras came on. And it felt very safe because it even protected, say, the wrong parent from picking up a child who wasn't supposed to be. So as a PTO chair, I was in and out a lot. It took longer to get in and out than it used to, but I never minded. I was happy to wait, and someone could see my face on a camera and my identification. Sometimes I would have to call first and say I was coming. But all those things are possible without even having an armed person in the school. I just don't think that teachers wearing guns are going to make for less violence. I think then everybody's going to pull out a gun. And if, as a person who has depression and anxiety, I shouldn't be trusted with a gun. I could hurt myself. So that's the most honest answer I could ever give you.
Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you.